and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So today we are going to do something that I've done once before on my channel, and it was about 10 months ago or 8 months ago where I reacted to some of my old Instagram posts of when I was in Beachbody. Yes, I was a Beachbody coach for 2 years. Yes, I feel like I was completely brainwashed by that company, and I feel like it's really important for me to do this video again, and here's why. I do this video and want to do this video because I want to show you guys that I am human too, that I was once brainwashed by a company too. I was told what to post, how to post it. Just like anyone else who joins an MLM is taught how to post things. They are literally trained and programmed to post certain things in certain ways. And I feel like it's really important to show that people and reps and MLMs are truly programmed by the MLM itself. And sometimes it can be really hard to see the light, is what I like to say, or to be able to see the truth really about the MLM, about the income disclosure statements. It can be hard to look at that because of the way you are trained by these MLMs. So I just want to prove to you guys that someone whose Instagram post you're about to see was once shown the truth, was once someone who did the research, and now I am here to advocate for others so that they never have to be put in the position that I was in. So I'm going to criticize my post just like I would criticize anybody's post or anybody's stories or any rep's stuff. You know what I mean? So if people want to call me a hater by hating on myself, that's totally fine. I guess I will be a hater to myself. But if you don't like me being ruthless, I would ask you to leave this video because I'm not going to hold back from my post. So, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this again. Embarrassment and cringeworthiness all over again. I have a lot of Instagram posts. I don't have any stories because you can't go back that far. I've been out of Beachbody for a year or whatever, so I can't go back and look at those. So the first one I thought was really important is I'm actually going to keep my cute nephew in this photo. Isn't he the cutest? Oh, adorbs. But I went and actually visited them. It was the year before COVID. I went to visit my family and all my nieces, and this was my post. It says, "My nephews have my heart," and it actually was a swipe over where I had me and photos of all of my nephews, and it goes, "This weekend has been the first time I've met my 3-month-old godson, first time I've seen my 1-year-old godson since the day he was born, and the first time I've seen my 2-year-old godson or nephew since he was a couple months old. Now, even though I've been with my family, soaking up every single second, I've been able to work my business 1 to 2 hours out of my day and still accomplish everything I need to. I've been working so hard this year, and every single day it's paying off." Why would I do that? And why would I say that? I'm with my family. I shouldn't have to do that. If you take vacation, I was only with my family for 5 days too. So I look back on this and I'm like, wow, I haven't seen my family since this interaction. And I took hours out of my day, whether it was 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever, to sit myself in a room and work on this coaching business that Beachbody likes to tell you that you have. I find that messed up. I should just be posting about my nephews. I should just be with my family, be happy, be soaking up that time. But instead, I truly feel as if I need to do that. And I think that that's really wrong. And I see this time and time again with a lot of people who are in MLMs. They go on vacations, they go on trips, they go see family, but they will always mention the fact that they have still been spending hours on their business every day. And they've been working so hard. Why do you have to work hard on vacation? Why do you have to work hard or with only 5 days to see your family and family you haven't seen in years? I just get really frustrated looking back on that because I know so many people have been through that. Let me know if you have. I always felt that I needed to work. I couldn't just take 1 day off because if I took 1 day off, I would be slacking off on my work. And I really felt this way, and it's really sad to look back on that. I really felt I couldn't even spend time with my family and that I had to post about my nephews, photos with my nephews, still talking about the fact that I worked on my business. I hate that so much. Let me know if that's happened to you. Have your upline or your company that you were with ever made you feel like even though you were on vacation, you still had to put time into it? Because for me, they did. Next post is me with 4 other MLM reps that 2 of them I am friends with still to this day, 2 I am not. So I will blur out the faces of the 2 people I'm not friends with anymore, and the other 2 people, they're gorgeous. So I'm just gonna keep them and their bodies and faces in this. But we went on a retreat, and it was actually like a 4-day retreat. And when you think of retreat, right, for a company or with girlfriends, what do you think of? Personally, I think of having fun, taking some time for you guys, you know, going and doing fun things. I don't think about work, but not the old me. So I wrote, woke up this morning on cloud 9. We had the number 5 person in the network make a personal video call to us to brainstorm and work on ourselves, which was beyond amazing in itself. Then spent all day bonding and now all dressed up for a surprise fancy dinner. I do not want this weekend to end because it has been such a dream that I don't want to wake up from. So grateful for these ladies and I wouldn't change this journey for the world. P.S. I can't get over how gorgeous these girls look. No, Deanna, no. First off, cool. The number 5 person in the company did, get on a personal call with us and give us advice and things like that. But like, come on. I feel like so bad for myself. Like looking back on this, I'm not even friends with 2 of these people. That trip now looking back on it just seems like a slap in the face because, it was something at the time I was like, oh, I have these friends now, I have these girlfriends, and then 2 of them stabbed me in the back at the end. And yikes, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, it's not a dream. Why did I feel that way? Why did I feel that going on this retreat and being able to get on a call with someone who's number 5 in the network, someone who has brainwashed a lot of people under them, why did I feel the need to just feel like it was a dream that I didn't want to wake up from?
Could we also take a moment to appreciate the emojis? So every single post you're going to see here today, you guys, of my old posts have like 1,000 emojis within them at the end of them. Like, why did I feel that I needed to do so many emojis? And this is actually a very common thing I see to this day with MLM reps feeling as if they need to have 1,000 emojis within their post. Golly, it cracks me up to this day. What the heck?
No, hell no, cringeworthy. Here's another one. It goes, days like this are the days I live for. Finally starting to feel confident about myself and my body is the best thing I could ask for. I don't feel embarrassed to put on a bathing suit anymore. This program has taught me so much about my body and my health, and I'll be forever grateful. I still have so long until I'm done with this 80 days, but I already see changes that make me excited to complete the next 66 days. So this was the first program I ever tried in Beachbody, and as you could see, I still had 66 days left, so I was only with the company for like 20, 30 days max. And I don't have much to say about this one. It's cool. I was feeling confident. I was feeling good in my body. But sometimes I just hate seeing that so many people who are in the MLMs that are about health and wellness always just give credit to the health and wellness company. They don't give credit to themselves, to the fact that they've worked their tails off to meal prep, buy good healthy meals, to get up every day and decide to work out. Like, why don't you celebrate you? Stop putting so much of like an emphasis on the company did this. The company's making me feel this way. The program did this for me. No, you just took the tools that the program had, which I will still admit that Beachbody workout programs are not bad. You just took those tools and you implemented them, but you had to do all of the work. It's not all about the company. So that really frustrates me. People don't give themselves enough credit when they are on a health and fitness journey. If they're in an MLM, that's about health and wellness. That's just my personal experience because I went through that. Ooh, this is one of my first posts and it says, today I challenge everyone to do something they have been scared to do for so long. You guys, this is the cringiest crap I've ever read about myself. It says, I've been scared to start a lot of the journeys I have been on and I've questioned if maybe I would be good at it or enjoyed it. I am done questioning myself and I have learned that if you don't challenge yourself, you'll never see what could have been. Let's all start challenging ourselves and do the things we have been scared to do because the reward will be better than the what if. Comment below something you have been scared to do. Deanna, no one gives a crap. No one gives an S-H-I-T. Like, who did I think I was? This motivational speaker? Like, I really thought I was out here trying to be a motivational speaker. For what? Like, what's my background? I have no background in motivational speaking, and I really thought, I guess the context of it is good advice. Like, do things that challenge you. Don't be scared to do them. Go after them. But like, an MLM, Deanna? Really? Really? That's the thing that, you started a journey on that you were scared to do? Okay. People in the MLM, would train me to write these messages. They would say, and each, caption with a question so that the people in the comments you could reach out to that comment on it. So as you can see with this one, I said, comment below something you have been scared to do. That's a very common tactic that MLMers use. Hello, I used it. And what they do is they ask a question at the end of every single post so that you will respond to it. And then if you do comment comment and answer that question, they will then try and reach out to you to, you know, recruit you or sell you their products or programs or whatever it may be. So always watch out. I'm not saying don't support a friend. If a friend is in an MLM and you love them and you support them and you want to give them engagement because they're your friend, you know, in the long run, they are your friend. At the same time, just kind of question it before you do. Like, what kind of post or what kind of question are they asking you? Clearly here, it says comment below something you've been scared to do. What if someone said, I've been scared to, you know, go to the gym? I probably would have messaged them and recommended them Beachbody workout programs that you could do from home. What if someone's scared to start a business? I can definitely guess what I would probably do. Reach out to them and say, well, I've started this business. Do you want to? I can put you in this information session and give you all the info on it.
Okay, so I do want to mention one thing. I don't think there is an issue with asking questions at the end of every post. I wanted to make that clear because I definitely didn't. I actually do that still to this day. It's actually a very good tactic to use if you want people to engage with you. Clearly, if you are someone that loves social media, you want people to engage with your posts and stuff. I just think that when it's with the MLM and it's an MLMer, they're doing it so that in the end they can sell to the person that comments rather than someone like me now who I ask a question at the end of my post. I'm not trying to recruit someone. I'm just asking a question so I can engage with people and comment back to people and all of those things. So that's really the difference of a mindset of someone who's in an MLM asking a question after every post, or someone who just loves social media, loves their followers and wants to engage with them, asking a question at the end of their post.
Oh my gosh, here's an old photo of me. I'm gonna zoom in. You guys can actually see how skinny I used to be. I used to weigh literally nothing, and thankfully I've worked on a lot on my health and fitness in the past 2 years, and I've been able to gain over 30 pounds, which is insane to me to even think about, but I was a little skinny mini there. It says, life is all about taking chances. Don't live your life wondering what chances you could have took. Don't think to yourself, I can't do it. And don't be scared to take those chances. Again, where is like the fitness post? Like that's clearly trying to convince someone, oh, you can do this. Like semi, yes, I'm just giving motivation, but in the back of my mind, I'm trying to tell people like, you can do it. You can do what I'm doing, you know? Oh, the next one. That is the picture perfect Beachbody photo. Anyone who's in Beachbody has this photo right here. Next post. So I go, the power to be the best you is within all of us. It's not in your actions, but rather the will and the decision to keep going. No matter how hard life may get or may seem, those who make that decision and have the will to keep going will rise above it all. Look at life knowing you have the power within the core of you. You can do anything. You just have to make the decision to do it. Trust me, you will surprise yourself. So this is what pisses me off about this post in general, is that it says it is not in your actions, but rather the will and the decision to keep going. Nonstop, this was told to me in Beachbody that if you keep going, you're not going to fail. If you keep or the people who don't keep going are the ones that fail because they quit. So this even seems like a post where I'm mentally trying to like convince myself that like, oh Deanna, if you keep going, if you just keep doing it, you know, it's the will to keep going and that's how you're gonna succeed. And that's what you're taught. Please let me know down below if you have ever had that happen to you, if you were in an MLM, or have you seen even your own friends doing this? Are they making posts where it kind of seems like they even are trying to convince themselves? Because it's very common. And unfortunately, I had to continue to convince myself day in and day out that the hard work I was putting in, the 8+ hours a day, the long days and long nights. I've had nights where I was up until 3 a.m. in the morning working my coaching business and all of these things. And it's like I was even trying to convince myself. So I am wearing my Pyramid Scheme Dropout shirt today. I will link it down below. A subscriber of mine is the one who actually makes these shirts. If you want to get one of your own, if you're a Pyramid Scheme Dropout, I think it's super cute. But yeah, I'm a Pyramid Scheme Dropout and I'm okay with that. And just seeing how I thought before makes me really sad because while yes, it's motivation, that's kind of motivation I would maybe even say to this day. I may even say like, no matter how hard life may seem, you can do it. That's something I would say today, but not in this context. And I really feel like I was just trying to convince myself, and that makes me really sad to see. So now we're getting into the good stuff. Here's me trying to recruit people. Now this is me trying to recruit people to the accountability group. As you guys know, Beachbody coaches have no certification. What actually happens is the company itself, this isn't a problem with the reps, it's the company themselves. The company themselves makes them feel like they're a coach. Guess why? When you sign up, they call you Beachbody coach. You're a Beachbody coach with Beachbody. They call you a coach. Your back office says that you're a coach. The terms and conditions, if you read them, say coach. Literally everything says coach. So you start to believe in your mind that you are some sort of Beachbody coach, that you have some sort of knowledge, or you should be helping people in their health and fitness. I find nothing wrong with helping people or doing things like that, but you need to be certified if you want to give advice. Now, I even run a group called Deanna M's Fit Club. It actually reminds me of something I would call an accountability group when I was in Beachbody, but I made that group last year, I think around May, and it has over 600 ladies in it, a lot from who subscribe to me or a lot of people who have been in Beachbody. And what that group is we log our workouts in there whenever we feel like it. We ask questions like, oh, you know, what do you guys do for stretches? Or is anybody have any good snack ideas or meal plans? I will never go in that group though and give advice that I know I'm not certified to make. And that's the problem is Beachbody coaches, the old me, I didn't realize that I shouldn't be doing that I was not certified. So even in my actual Facebook group that I do now, I even say in there, like if someone comments, I've had people comment that they have, you know, an eating disorder or something, and I will link a friend in there who's educated on that. I have linked her there before and saying, hey, I don't feel comfortable answering this, but I know someone who has actual experience in the field working with patients that have this, or if someone asks a question that's more geared toward a dietitian, I actually have Kat in that group. If you guys watch her YouTube channel, I'll link it down below, or I'll actually tag Kat in the video or in the post and say, hey, you know, my friend Kat is a dietitian if you want to ask her any of your questions. So now I am very much careful with how I do things because I feel like we should leave that up to the professionals, but let's just see what I have to say. Sorry for that rant. I just felt it was really important to show you guys that it's not the coaches who just make themselves think this. It's the company who calls them coaches. Every Monday on their business calls that are open to all coaches in the network, you are told you're a coach. So what are you going to start believing? What are you going to start calling yourself? A coach, because that's what they're training you to do. And that is something very wrong from Beachbody, in my opinion. It's something that they should change. They should be calling people distributors. They should be telling them, hey, you should not be giving them this advice. They should even have trainings to teach these MLM reps because these MLM reps fail because of them. These MLM reps go out and say and do crap that they should not be saying and doing because of the company. So here I go. I say, looking for 10 ladies. I'm opening up my 10 spots for ladies who are ready to take control of their health. I will be starting this brand new nutrition and workout optional program that I want you to join me in doing. I'm ready to see you transform not only physically, but mentally. Enough with those fad diets, but instead learning how to live life to the fullest, but also being mindful of the things you put in your body. Drop an emoji below for free information, and I put that in caps. So it says some details for you. And then I list out, you will get access to my online accountability group to help you stay on track, access to online workouts, recipes, my fave go-go juice. There it is. Anytime in Beachbody where people want to talk about their products, like their pre-workout, they call it go-go juice. I was someone who did this. And Beachbody actually trains you and tells you don't say Beachbody pre-workout. Because then people, they're going to go on Beachbody's website. Beachbody's an MLM where you can actually purchase on their website. You don't have to go through a distributor to purchase from them, which, you know, is cool, I guess. And they say, oh, if you say Beachbody pre-workout, they're going to go to beachbody.com and just buy it and not buy it through you. So you end up having to compete with the Beachbody website because you're trying to make sure that nobody knows what the pre-workout is that you're talking about, that they don't go to the Beachbody website and not purchase it from you. So it's like you're in competition with the company you work for. So it has my favorite go-go juice and me to be right there with you through this journey. I will also be teaching you everything you need to know to beat sugar addiction, curbing your cravings, and even how to meal prep. So if you're ready to kick butt with me, drop an emoji below. I'm getting so mad at myself. I had no right to teach anybody any of this. So I actually know what I'm talking about. It's the Ultimate Portion Fix program. If you guys are familiar with the Ultimate Portion Fix, it is a program where you are taught to put food in containers. And when you sign up for the Ultimate Portion Fix, you actually get modules where Autumn Calabrese, who is the person who teaches Ultimate Portion Fix, I have, based on my research on her, I don't believe she's an actual dietitian. If you have information on or a link below to show me proof that she is, let me know. But from what I know, she went to school to be a health coach. So she's a health coach and she teaches this program, and there will be modules where she will teach them how to beat sugar addiction and meal prep and all of this stuff, not me. So while I was saying, oh, I will teach you these things, it's not really going to be me. It's going to be me just handing you, here's modules for you to watch from this health coach that will teach it to you, but I'm going to get paid whenever you purchase it. So I want to explain that because that program does teach people how to curb addictions, curb your cravings, and how to meal prep. It's not not that I would be teaching it to them. It's the actual company and UPF, the actual program itself, that has the modules where the health coach teaches it to them. But it still annoys me because I still have no right. I have no right to tell people that I'm going to help them beat sugar addiction. To me, I shouldn't be giving that information out. I should have wrote the program consists of modules that will teach you from an actual health coach. But guess what? I didn't. That's really wrong. That post should never be out there. I mean, I was looking cute though. But another problem I have with that is, what if someone has a question? There's no way for them to talk to that health coach, Autumn. There's no communication between Autumn and the person who buys the program. What actually happens is someone's going to come to me and they're going to be like, hey, Deanna, I had a question about something that Autumn said in the videos. And all I can respond with is, hey, I'm not the health coach who taught this, so I can't answer your question. So it's like, I'm honestly no help. I'm just the middleman to selling this product that I honestly just shouldn't be selling in the first place. That's all I'm going to react to today. I just wanted to show you guys that I was also programmed at some point in time. I was also there. I was where everyone else has been. If they've joined an MLM and they've gone in deep, they've been in for years, you get programmed to speak a certain way. You get programmed to think a certain way. You get programmed to think that anybody who doesn't work 24/7 is making excuses, but not reasons. And it's sad. It's sad to look at my old posts and be like, wow, look at what this MLM had did to me and my mindset. Now I've overcome all of it. I have overcome the mindset that I had when I was in that MLM, and I want everyone else to know not to feel guilty. That's something I see a lot. I see a lot of guilt and a lot of shame in people who leave their MLM. And I don't want to get emotional. You guys know I'd be crying too much, but it's because I have so much passion for this topic, and I feel so bad watching individuals leave an MLM and then they feel guilty. They feel shameful. Don't feel that way. You may have done things you wouldn't have done otherwise. You may have said things that you were like, dang, I shouldn't have said that, aka all of the posts that I talked about today. But at the same time, take some time to recognize the programming that was done to you. Sit back and analyze the MLM. Sit back and analyze the trainings you went through. Sit back and do some research, because that may help some of that guilt. It has for me. It has helped me get through my own mental battle when I was thinking that, wow, I was a crappy person. I've said all these things that I know now that I shouldn't have said. And at some point I did feel like crap. And I did feel like, wow, Deanna, you said things that you shouldn't have said. But at that moment in time, I was trained to say those things. I was trained to do those tactics. And I just listened. I listened to the MLM. I listened to the successful people above me, because they said in order to see success, you'd have to repeat what they've done. And it's sad. So for anyone out there who you look at your old posts, I actually told my members in my top tier that I was making this video, and some of them said, oh my God, I would never look back on my old posts. I would never have the guts to like make a video reading my old posts. I would literally want to go hide. And I want you to know that it's okay. It's okay. And your feelings are valid if you do feel shameful and you do feel guilty, but I want you to know that you shouldn't feel that way. And all of us have been through it. Let me know down below if you are someone that has been in MLM. Do you feel guilty looking at your old posts? Do you feel shameful now that you know the truth? Now that you've seen income disclosures? Now that you've done research, if you've done research, or now you've seen videos like mine where you can get a different perspective? Do you feel shameful? Do you feel guilty? And that is why I will always stick up for those who try and invalidate anyone's experience who has been through an MLM and the things that they have said and done, because a lot of the times they are programmed that way. So that's why I have a lot of empathy when doing reaction videos. I'm not gonna sit here and say that everyone in an MLM is a scammer. No, some of them are just taught to do this and taught to say this. They are taught not to go research. They are taught not to listen to the haters. And that's why we have to speak up. We have to show them a different side. We have to show them the truth and show them that other perspective. For me, I didn't start research until I found anti-MLM videos. I found Kiki Chanel, I found Monica S here on YouTube, and until then, I was in my own programmed Beachbody world, and I'm thankful for them. And that's why I will continue to this day to help others who need that different perspective, who are willing to listen. And I'm glad that I was willing to listen to these YouTube videos. And by listening, I did my own research and I figured out the truth. And that is why I am sitting here today. So that is going to be all. Y'all better not be too rude in the comment sections down below. Y'all better not be too mean. You can be a little shady. You can be like, dang, Deanna, you can laugh at me for my posts. I don't care. But don't be like, ugh, you used to be a scammer. Like, no, I was programmed to do those things. I didn't know I was scamming people. I didn't know what an income disclosure statement was. I didn't even know what the freaking FTC was. I was 19 years old. I was was a teenager when I was making these posts. I didn't know what those things were, and I'm glad that I have a little bit more education now and actually take the time to research. So I love you guys. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Comment down below what your favorite thing about this video was, or if you've made posts like this, please, I would love to not feel alone in the fact that you've also made posts like this. I would love to know if you're someone who has gotten over the guilt and the shame that MLMs can bring upon you or put upon you when you look back at your posts. And I hope that mine make you feel just a little bit better. And don't forget to subscribe. I upload it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll see you guys in the next video.